Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. What if I told you that the difference between a reactive person and a wise person is just a few seconds? The ancient Stoics discovered this secret 2,000 years ago. And today, I'm going to show you how to master it. Welcome back to our journey through Stoic wisdom. I'm your name, and in today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most transformative concepts in Stoic philosophy, the art of responding rather than reacting. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But how do we actually apply this in our daily lives when someone cuts us off in traffic, criticizes us at work, or when life throws unexpected challenges our way? Let's start with the fundamental distinction. When you react, you're operating from your primal brain. The amygdala takes control, emotions flood your system, and you respond instantly without conscious thought. It's like being a puppet controlled by external circumstances. When you respond, you engage your prefrontal cortex, the rational mind. You pause, you consider, you choose. You become the architect of your own actions, rather than a victim of your impulses. Epictetus, who went from slave to one of history's greatest philosophers, taught us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Notice, he said, how you react, but I prefer to think of it as how you respond. Here's the practical method the Stoics used, and it's surprisingly simple. Step 1. The sacred pause. When you feel that first surge of emotion, anger, frustration, fear, instead of immediately acting, take a breath. Just one conscious breath. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about creating space between you and your impulse. Step 2. The observer's question. Ask yourself, what would the wisest version of myself do right now? This single question shifts you from reactive mode to response mode. You're no longer the emotion. You're the one observing the emotion. Step 3. The Stoic filter. Before responding, run your potential action through these 3 filters. Is this response aligned with my values? Will this response contribute to the common good? Am I responding to reality or to my interpretation of reality? Let me share 3 scenarios where this makes all the difference. Scenario 1. The difficult colleague. Instead of immediately defending yourself when criticized, pause, ask, is there truth in this feedback? Even if delivered poorly, criticism can be a gift. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." Scenario 2. Traffic and daily frustrations. When someone cuts you off, instead of honking and getting angry, pause. Remember, their actions reflect their character, not yours. Your response reflects your character. Choose wisely. Scenario 3. Social media and digital reactions. Before posting that heated comment or response, pause. Ask, will this contribute to meaningful dialogue or just add noise to the world? The Stoics believed in contributing to the common good, not just venting our frustrations. Modern neuroscience confirms what the Stoics knew intuitively. When we pause before responding, we're literally strengthening the neural pathways between our emotional brain and our rational brain. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, you're building what researchers call emotional regulation. Dr. Daniel Siegel calls this the space between stimulus and response, exactly what Viktor Frankl described. The Stoics were neuroscientists before neuroscience existed. Here's your practical challenge. For the next 21 days, practice the sacred pause technique. Every time you feel triggered, whether it's by news, people, or circumstances, pause for one conscious breath before responding. Keep a simple journal. Note, what triggered you? Did you pause before responding? How did your response differ from your initial impulse? What did you learn about yourself? Remember, this isn't about becoming emotionless. Emotions are information. The goal is to become responsive rather than reactive, to choose your actions consciously rather than being controlled by circumstances. The Stoics understood something profound. We cannot control what happens to us, but we have complete control over how we respond. This isn't just philosophy. It's practical wisdom for living a more peaceful, intentional life. Every time you choose to respond rather than react, you're exercising what the Stoics called the discipline of desire, the ability to align your actions with your values rather than your impulses. As Seneca wrote, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Today can be the beginning of a new relationship with your emotions, a new ally